So, if you are watching and we haven't met yet, my name is Ingor, and I am known as a networking ninja. I'm hired by entrepreneurs to help them develop a LinkedIn strategy to stand out and connect with their ideal community. When I started entrepreneurship, it was a very lonely place, and I had absolutely no idea where to begin or what to do. And like many of you, I had no idea where to begin when it came to networking, especially online as well as the LinkedIn platform. Well, good news for you. I'm there to help you and guide you through the learning curve in this space that is so unknown to you. So please, if you need any help with this, please reach out to me and let me know and let's explore. Maybe we can work together. Just a special announcement before we move on. A special announcement, I will be teaching a LinkedIn masterclass soon. So please reach out to me and let me know if you're interested. And maybe you can attend and be one of my special clients. So, before we move further than this, let us say thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you to you, Kindness Inspired, for inspiring kindness the world over. Thank you also for your sponsorship of this show. Know that we love you and we appreciate you. And if you are looking at the screen, yes, that is me in the bottom left hand corner holding my kindness inspired mug. It says, I am a proud kindness incorporator. And because I choose to incorporate kindness wherever I go. Also, thank you so much to Island Spices. Island Spices is a home based restaurant in Toronto. So if you live in Toronto and you haven't tasted their food, please reach out to me. I'll connect you with them and you can enjoy something that'll take you to the islands with just one bite. Without further ado, let me welcome my special friend. Good morning, Denrich.
Good morning, good morning, good morning to you, Inger, and to all who are connected or watching. So I'm very, very glad to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here. It's been something that's been on my heart, and I know how many people feel about video, right?
Yeah.
And well, the last conversation we had, you told me that you didn't feel that comfortable, but I'm glad you said yes, and I'm glad you're here with me. So thank you, welcome. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Likewise, I'm excited, and you're absolutely right. I'm a bit petrified when it comes to video, but this was just a conversation. You said, I said, "Oh, I'm all good for conversation, especially with my good friend Inger."
Yes, it is just a conversation just between the two of us, as well as everyone that's watching and even, catching the replay because um, even people that watch the replay, they are the real goats. I will say, because it takes time to go back and watch something and
Right.
really engage in it, right? But know that we appreciate all of you for watching live or the replay. Denrich, before we move further, would you like to introduce yourself to our friends, please?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Denrich Sananda. Uh, I am originally from Mumbai, but now I've immigrated to the beautiful country of Canada. I'm a father of three, husband to one, uh, brothers to many, true friends, like you mentioned, to my really close friends. Yes. Yeah, and I am a servant leader. I am a growth strategist and I'm very passionate about cybersecurity and I'm an industrial cybersecurity specialist. So this is a very brief about me. Yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Awesome. I loved that you said father to three, husband to one. Thank you. Um, before we move on in the conversation, let me change our background so that I can display the comments because it's blowing up and I want to say hi to everyone that's tuning in.
Yep.
So, good morning to you, Katie. She says, good morning and happy Friday, everyone. Tuning in from central Wisconsin where the sun is shining, but I still have to wear a hoodie. Oh my gosh. The comments because it's blowing up and I want to say hi to everyone that's tuning in.
Yep.
So, good morning to you, Katie. She's I think, Denrich, I've just muted you in case that's your computer that's playing back the sound. There is a delay. If you're watching on LinkedIn, there is a delay when it comes through to LinkedIn. So that is why that has happened. But hello to you, Robert Berry. Thank you for being here. Also, hello, Whitney. She's saying good morning to Katie. So, hello, Whitney. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Robert says, Denrich Sananda is the man. I'll
The
unmute you.
brother. Rob is a brother from another mother, so I love this guy. He's amazing.
Yes, yes, he is. And good morning. Well, good afternoon to you, Raven. Thank you for tuning in. Raven is my niece, and she's tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa. So nice to have you. Thank you. And we have a LinkedIn user. I need to look who that is, but thank you for tuning in. Unfortunately, I can't see who it is, so I need to just pull it up so that I can see. Thank you for being here and for tuning in. Oh, it's Chuck. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hello, Chuck. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you on my screen. Um, Chuck is a mutual friend of Denrich and mine, and so is Robert. So nice to see you both here. Thank you. Good afternoon, Chrislyn. You say you're tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you for being here, Chrislyn. Oh, Whitney says she says happy Friday, everyone. I'm tuning in this morning from Sugarland, Texas. Wonderful. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I think this is Chuck that's saying, would you like to read his comment, Enrich?
Yes. Let me go very
You
quickly.
can see it. You can see it on your screen.
Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. Okay. Denrich and Ingor, such a thoughtful and kind pair.
Ah,
That's what. Oh, Chuck, you're amazing, Chuck, and we love you.
yes, we do. We do. Um, oh, Whitney says that's wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes. I think she's referring to my LinkedIn masterclass that I'll be teaching. So awesome. Thank you, Whitney. And oh, hello. Daisy says, hola, hola, everyone. I'm tuning in from Lorain, Ohio. Blessings to you. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here, Daisy. And if you didn't know, we're currently running a 3-day video challenge. Myself and Sri Mahabir. Um, she was my guest last week. And if you didn't catch that episode, you can go back and watch that one too. She really dropped some amazing tips about really take showing up on video. I know many of us have a hard time. I can say that I do too. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's the truth. And I discovered why actually, Dinrich. I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. But we're doing this video challenge that's been taking place since Wednesday. So Daisy, Whitney, Katie, John Biglino, they're part of it as well. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thank you for tuning in. And John says, good morning, everyone, joining you all from New Jersey.
Cool.
Thank you for being here, John. Denrich, do you see this?
Yes,
For you.
Rob. He's the man. Rob, it's obvious, right? Don't I look always great? Not only on video, my friend.
I know. You know what's so funny to me? Like when I think of you, Denrich, I can't believe you and I are in the same city and we haven't met yet.
Oh
Like
yeah,
really?
we gotta meet.
We need to. We need to. I mean, it's now the time where everything has thawed in Toronto and we can go outside. So let's do it.
So talking about networking, Inger,
Yes.
I nearly met Brian uh, yesterday. You know Brian
Oh, Goffin. Yes.
Gothenburg? Yeah,
Yeah.
for lunch, but last minute, yeah, I had a sudden meeting change. But we're meeting next Friday for lunch again. So yeah,
Awesome.
let you know.
That's nice. You can give me a FaceTime call from there, or I'll just crash your party. How
Yeah,
about that?
most welcome. You can join us. It's up north, so you can visit up north. It's in Richmond Hill. So we both are around Richmond Hill.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah, you're both there. That's nice.
yeah,
That's really awesome.
yeah.
And then some networking happening in the comments. Love it. And of course, Dinrich, like this is some skill right here. You're on the screen and you're in the comments. Good job.
Uh, First time I'm doing it, I said,
Yeah,
I seen some of you guys doing it, especially Rob, and there's one more friend, common friend, David Chrysler does it really well.
yes.
So, it's all about learning from each other. Networking is also meeting like-minded people, learning from each other, and then just collaborating. Like you and Shri, isn't it
Yes.
beautiful? You met via LinkedIn, and you guys are doing crazy stuff, which I love.
I don't know about crazy. I haven't gone bungee jumping yet, but I'm
But then,
saying yes. That's a
then I
possibility.
have to quote Steve Jobs. We
Yeah,
gotta be different. If you want to do something, you gotta have that crazy mindset. If
that's
you
true.
if you are crazy enough to dream big, then you are crazy enough to get it. So yeah, you gotta
Yes.
be crazy. I tell you, man, you gotta be crazy.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm a little afraid of being crazy. Actually, I will say, but we'll see. I'll explore that. Thank
No, no,
you.
you
I love.
have to. You have to. There'll
You
be a.
know.
I'll tell you something.
Mm,
There will be a different awakening. I always say normal is boring. You know,
mm,
if you want to do something great, you have to fight the status quo. You have to be different. You
you're
have to
right.
think different, and you
Yes.
have to have that element of craziness to achieve great things. That's what I clearly believe.
Oh my gosh. I believe in being different and I believe in being a pioneer, but I'm afraid of being crazy.
Let me rephrase. Good crazy.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, I see some awesome networking happening in the comments. Love it. And we have Alex here tuning in from DRC, Kinshasa. Thank you, Alex, for being here. Nice to see you. Um, and oh, wow. John says the video challenge is amazing. Thank you, John. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Just trying to take the thought out of it so that people don't overthink and just start doing it. So I'm glad that everyone is having a great time. Cameron says, "Great to see you again." Thank you for tuning in, Cameron. Let us know where you're tuning in from, please, as well as you, Willie. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here, and please just let us know where you're tuning in from. Awesome to see so many people, and definitely, if you are on LinkedIn, please connect with one another. You are part of my tribe. So I'm happy to have all of you here. And if you watched my intro video, you would have seen a word that is very unknown to the modern world, and that is the word Ubuntu. So I'd like to just highlight the word and let you guys know what it means. So here we go. Ubuntu, it's an ancient African word and it means humanity to others. It is often described as reminding us that I am what I am because of who we all are. So, thank you, everyone, for being here and for what you mean in my life. Because without you, I wouldn't be the version of myself that I am today, including you, Denrich. I've
Thank
learned so much from you, and I'm so glad that I have you in my circle. So,
you. No,
thank you.
likewise, I'm blessed, Ingor. I'm blessed to know you.
Yes, it really is a blessing. Um, so, Denrich, let's go on to the topic.
Yeah. I'm
Uh, can you tell us, just share a little bit with us, what inspires you? You know, this show is called Inspiration from Ingor. So, can you give us a little bit of inspiration and tell us what inspires you, please?
Will you get surprised if I say Ingor inspires me? I told you I'm going to have a bit of fun today.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Well, Ingor, truly speaking, people inspire me.
Mm,
I've always been a people's person. And just to give you a very short story about, you know, this is about my professional work, but I think so it'll kind of reflect what I mean. You know, way back in 2013, I was suddenly assigned the task of the managing director for an organization in the UAE, my former employee. So we were doing X amount of business, but within 3.5 years I took the business to 3.5 times 3x, and even the people grew in, I had 27 FTE, but when I left in 6 years I had 81. But how can that happen?
mm,
It can only happen because of people, you know.
mm,
That's why I say people inspire me. I'm a people's person, you know.
mm,
And when you go and put yourselves, whenever you're in a conversation or whenever somebody comes into my office, I
mm,
always put myself in their shoes. That is empathy, you know. And you always put yourself before your team, you know. And you always think about empowering them and
mm,
how you can take everybody to the next level, you know.
mm,
And that gives me the greatest joy when I see people, they are at this level, and somehow I'm a little part from
mm,
taking them from this level to the next level, you know. That's growth. What happens, you're growing your team,
mm,
you're growing the organization, and somehow when you have such a discussion, you grow yourself also.
mhm,
So very simple is you humble yourself, and and things starts to fall in place, you know. So yeah, people inspire me. uh, that's what I wanted to share, and I give you a little bit of example to show how people inspire me, you know, when they go to the next level. That
mm.
gives me a lot of joy.
That's beautiful. I will say, one of the things that you said that stands out to me is that empathy. So a little louder for the people at the back. Empathy. Empathy is such an important characteristic for a leader.
Absolutely.
If you cannot imagine yourself in somebody's shoes and feel for them, then you shouldn't be there.
Ab-
Really, truly. And I think that's one of the reasons why you and I get along so well, because of that. Empathy is a beautiful trait, and a lot of people used to think that it was something that made you soft, but it's not.
right, right.
Emotional intelligence is a real thing, and it's an important thing. People don't get that always, but emotional intelligence is definitely something that is required, especially within leaders. So thank you, and I love that you love people. I love people too.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
that's why we get along so well, Inger. And also, I just wanted to add, people think uh, silence is a sense of weakness, but I say silence is power as well. You know,
mhm,
And I don't want to get into more detail on those concepts, but there is so much power in
Mm,
silence.
mm. Wow. If my friend Usama would be here now, he would be dropping mics, saying that you are just dropping the mics tonight, today, and because he's in Cyprus. But yeah, you know, definitely silence is something, people think when you're silent, it indicates, I don't know, unintelligence. But really, do we really have to fill this void with words that are meaningless? I don't think so.
No,
I
no,
don't.
no.
Okay. Next question is, when you were growing up, who was your role model?
It's a
As one.
no-brainer. My mother, absolutely my mother. I mean, who I am today. I think so. It's only because of my mother. Even today I remember those little things. You know what she says all comes up. I mean, some things like I'll just give you one example. There's so many things, but I'll just give you one example. She always tells me, when you give somebody something, let not your left hand know when your right hand is giving. Just and she taught me simple things. She was not educated much, but I feel whatever she said was so profound, and
Mm,
people forget that in simplicity there is great power. And I learned that from my mother. We were not growing up, we were not rich. Till my grade 9, we lived in rented house, and we kept moving and moving houses. It was very difficult for my mom. I could see it, but she was so resilient. She was so strong, and she never let that. We were poor, I think, yeah, but I never felt I was poor, growing up. She
mm,
always gave me the sense that I am something special. I am a royalty. And my mindset, even today, is, have a royal mindset. I think that's coming from
wow.
my mother. And then I really really learned a lot of things. So my mother is my absolute role model, and I can go on. This show will you this show will just have to blow. I can go on. The
I
little
love that.
and little little wisdom that she imparted into me at a young age is just
Yeah.
amazing.
I love that. Well, I'm a mom. Um, and yesterday I shared something because I was speaking about like what I'm grateful for. And I shared a video, and something that I'm grateful for is actually the year 2020. I know when most of us look back on 2020, we want to erase that year from history because of the impact that it had. And yes, it was a very
Difficult.
challenging year for sure. For everyone. I mean, I I was afflicted by COVID. Um, I lost family members because of that. I almost lost my dad actually. He was hospitalized and developed pneumonia um, during 2020 because of COVID. There's a lot that happened. And yes, we acknowledge that, but we also need to realize that through hardship, through challenges, we become what we need to be, right? If you think about clay that's being shaped by a potter, he's not gentle when he's shaping that clay. You understand? Like, yes, to a certain extent, but you need to be able to press and shape a piece of clay to get it to be something that it wasn't before.
Yeah.
And so, even with us as people, we need to go through hardships. We need to go through challenges to be able to experience the fullness of life, too, right? Because without sorrow, you will never experience joy.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Um,
I agree with you completely.
yeah. And like now you can look back and really, really appreciate the mother that you had, right?
Absolutely.
Um, and I love what you said also about, simplicity, because something that it's been a message that I've been receiving so much lately, and that is we as humans tend to overcomplicate things.
Yeah, that's that's my life's statement.
I love
That's
that.
like life is simple, we make it complicated. And this was not me. Way back, I remember
Mhm.
one of my colleagues around 20 years back, he said this, and I picked that little as a mantra to my life. That's why I try
Wow.
to keep everything simple, because when I go to bed, I want to sleep peacefully. And how can I do that being simple, keeping everything simple? And also very important is when I'm communicating with others, or to that I try my best not to hurt them. Unknowingly I might, but uh, with high level of integrity, honesty,
Wow.
empathy. So I want to go to bed in peace, that I have been uh, what I would do to myself is what I
Mhm.
would do to others, and that's my mindset I had since a long, long, long time. That's multiplication of my mother's teachings to myself.
Wow.
Some of the leaders I have met who've kind of been a blessing to me. I've picked few good things, and that's how I kind of try to keep it simple, Ingor. And I love to have fun. You can only have fun when there is clarity, and there is joy around you as well, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. Um, you know, if I think of life like this, you know, um, any experience that you have is like a cherry pie, and cherry pie is delicious, but it also has the seeds in. So you take a bite,
Mhm.
and if there's a seed, you spit it out. But the seed shouldn't deter you from eating the cherry pie. It's just part of it, right? Like it's like having a piece of chicken and you have to discard the bone. Enjoy the meat but discard the bone.
Yeah.
So with life, you enjoy life in its fullness and don't focus so much on the negative thing. Just discard it.
Yep, that is absolutely right, and this is also what I follow. But one more very important thing I'll say: in challenges, Ingor, in
Mm.
challenges there is opportunity. You should have an eye to see those things, and this is also, I was in my former life, MD in the Middle East is, I had like say about 37 countries under me. So there, some of the countries are very volatile politically, right?
Mhm.
So I had to navigate those volatilities. But if I only looked at the negatives, I could not get this 3x plus growth. I could not explode my team as well. I was always looking at opportunities even in challenges, and I also try to impart this to my team as well. Oh, there is, the oil prices are down, there's inflation and whatever. I said, yeah, that's great. What are you going to do about it? I don't care about those experiences. What are you going to do about it? Tell me. you know and that's the mindset we had when we grew the business. uh,
Wow.
I think so. Pretty, we were northeast. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's really cool. Um, I want to go to the comments because it's blowing up.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
pertaining to our conversation.
yeah.
So I want to, John says, lead with empathy. Exactly. And Daisy is agreeing with you. She says, empathy is extremely important.
Mhm.
Oh, my word. And we have Carl Sean Watkins. He says, dropping in and joining this amazing conversation with two of my faves. Thank you, Carl. So happy to have you here. Amazing to see you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Gail says, I love that Denrich celebrates his mother.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't celebrate moms enough. Gail says, there's great power in simplicity. So true and yet so difficult to remember this.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That is true. That is true. And we have my friend Tim Sohn. He's saying good morning from Tim and Gary the goat. So I need to say good morning to you, Tim. Tim sent me that goat, and her name is Gertie. Katie actually named her. So that is Gertie the goat. Thank you, Tim, for being here. Nice to see you. And some networking happening. And then Gail says, and Denrich Sananda, you are indeed royalty. Your kindness and gentleness are also very powerful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that coming from you. It's huge. Thank you so much, Gail. Very
Wow.
appreciative.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Carl. He says, I'm an amazing mom. Very nice. Oh my gosh. Tim says, I'm the queen of recorded video. Nope. We're joking because we're doing this video challenge, right? And all of us are finding it challenging, probably except Gail. Gail is really excellent at showing up and just taking a video, but many of us in the challenge have been taking and retaking and retaking and retaking this video. It's been crazy, and that's why I was saying, like, I do have an issue with video. People think I'm joking, but I'm actually quite serious. Oh my gosh. Love to see some awesome networking happening. And Tim says, shout out to Clay. Oh my gosh. Wow. Carl is posting a Bible verse for us, so I want to read it. It's Isaiah 64 verse 8, and it says, but now, O Lord, thou art our Father. We are the clay, and thou our potter, and we all are the work of thy hand. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Tim is quoting me. He says, without sorrow, you will never experience joy. Wow, thank you. And I will say, I should be an expert on joy, by the way, because that's my middle name, my official middle name. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you my passport. That is my middle name. So he says, we can only have fun when there is clarity and joy around you. Yes, Denrich. Great, great quote from you. Um, Tim says, now I want a cherry pie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And Whitney says, Tim's own right. I love cherry pie. I'll send you one. Actually, if you're my guest, I'll put one in the green room for you, Tim. How about that? And hello to you, Jenny. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Nice to see you here. And I love to see what you said here, you know. Because what is so important when somebody, people, of course, people inspire us. And a lot of the time, we don't acknowledge them. We just take what inspires us and we move on. But it's good to see this. You're acknowledging, Gail. You said you are one of the best. You are such an inspiration. So thank you
I,
again.
I wanted to celebrate Gail. She's so full of life, so full of
Yes.
energy. I never met her, but I can imagine in my mind as soon as she enters the room, it's poof, bright. Yeah, that's what I feel when I think about Gail. She's such a power-filled woman. Yeah, I'm,
Yes,
I'm
she
blessed
is.
to know her.
She is. It is such, Gail. I hope you're still listening. And if you're not, I'm gonna send you this clip, by the way. But yes, you are such an inspiration, and you inspire me to be excited and to show up in all my glory. A lot of the time, I'm very muted. In case you didn't know, I know you probably don't know because I'm on. When the way I'm on screen is a little bit different. um it takes energy, right? But yeah, like Gail, oh my gosh, that's who she is. full of life, full of energy, and I love it. Nice to see you, Jenny. Thank you for being here. And then, oh, of course, Denrich, you're doing awesome. Oh my goodness. Carl says, Denrich, you are amazing, my brother. Blessings to you.
Call you are an inspiration. I tell you, I keep following you and your vulnerability. It's amazing. You know,
Mm,
yeah. So we've got good ones in our corner, Ingor.
yeah, we do. We do,
Really good.
and when I think about my community, I must say, like, when I started off as an entrepreneur, I didn't know any entrepreneurs, like anybody that was doing this full time. I didn't know that. I didn't know anyone like that. So I knew that in order for me to really develop and grow as an entrepreneur, I needed to have others in my circle. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but God intervened and led me to this place where I am today. Um, so I'm grateful. I really am. It's crazy, and to have Gail um,
Yeah.
as a friend, as a client, it is amazing because she really I learned so much from her too. So it's awesome. She made a comment here, and I want to read it. It's a little bit longer,
Mhm.
but I want to read it because it's important. She said, for video, we need to remember what Denrich says about keeping it simple. I wanted to redo my videos and instead went with the first one. It did make for less stress. So even I have learned from the video challenge. I often delay doing videos, and this challenge has taught me to not delay. I
Awesome.
love it. I
Awesome.
love that.
Awesome.
Um, and Whitney says it's so true. It's a lot easier to do video when you don't overthink it, right? Oh my gosh. Jenny says, nice to meet you, Denrich. And
Likewise, Vinny. Nice to meet you.
Jenny also is the host of a show. So she's an awesome lady as well. Hello to you, Shannon. Thank you for being here. And we have some networking going on. Oh my goodness. And Gail says, I am listening and I'm extremely grateful to hear your beautiful comments. Thank you. I do love to hang with people like each of you as it does add so much joy to my life.
we,
Wow.
we should meet up. Gail is in Windsor. We should
Yes.
catch up in a common place somewhere. Really, I would really love to meet Gail in person and yourself, Inger.
Yes, we should do it. Hopefully in the summer, Gail. If you're still listening, in the summer, let's do something. Um,
Yeah.
whether we meet here or meet halfway through, like we can do that. I know you're thinking about coming at some point, but let's see where this takes us. And of course, oh, Tim's like, yes, Gail is awesome. Yes. I want to just give a shout out. Oh, okay. That was the last comment. So I want to go back to the topic. And you did mention what your life statement is. Can you repeat it again for the people at the back, please?
um, it's simple. Life is simple. We humans make it complicated. But I have maybe one or two, if I may share that as well. One
Yes.
is very powerful. Uh, Whenever there is, everybody has challenges in life, but whenever there is some challenges, and when I think, so, okay, I've used my wisdom, knowledge, whatever, my talents, but then what I do is, you know I remember this: be calm and know I am your Lord. And that's powerful, and I go to sleep. That's it. This has, I don't believe, you won't believe this. This is so powerful uh, verse in my life.
Mm,
So I'll repeat again: be calm and know I am your Lord. That's it. So I like to keep everything as simple as
mm.
possible. Ingor.
I I like the King James version, which is "Be still and know."
Yeah, yeah,
that I am God. Because for me, when I think about being still, I think about being calm and being quiet. Because a lot of the time we talk, especially as a woman, we like to talk about what we're going through, right? Um, so when I think about that, it just reminds me that I need to be calm and be quiet
yeah,
and just wait on God
yeah,
because He
yeah.
is in charge.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. We sometimes, try to do a lot of things and we think we are clever, smarter, whatever. We are for sure, you know, but sometimes we just have to be still, you know, and know it'll be taken care of.
Yes. It it takes me back to a speech that I did when I delivered a speech when I was in South Africa, and I opened with two verses. The first one, two Bible verses. The first one was, "Many are the plans of a man's heart, but God's will shall always prevail."
Amen. Yeah,
Because a lot of the time we make plans, we think that we're in charge and we want to do and do and do and do and do some more, right? But they don't always work out like we think. Why? Because we don't consult God.
that's true. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. I see some comments. I just want to acknowledge them and then we'll move on to the second part of the conversation, which is about networking.
Absolutely.
Um, yes. Oh my gosh. Gail says, big lesson from today: keep it simple and don't overthink. Wow.
Very good. I spoke a bit of German. I worked for a German company for 19 years, so it comes a bit naturally. So yeah, absolutely, Gail. Keep it simple and don't
Yes.
overthink. I think so. There was one of this post last week, my weekend pondering, and it kind of spoke. This was my message to my son. Absolutely, just do it, because sometimes he thinks a bit too much. I said, ah, stop it, just do it, man. And again, there is simplicity in there, if you
Yes.
really think about it.
There is power in simplicity. There is. You know, um, One of my friends, Russ Hedge, he speaks about that, about how we as people, we just overcomplicate things, and it has to be like when you attend his workshops, most of the time it's three simple steps to do XYZ. And it's so powerful and impactful, really, when you simplify things
Uh,
and not complicate it, right?
Maybe I should meet Russ.
Yes, you should. I'm hoping he's gonna jump in at some point. But if he doesn't, I will definitely send him the recording for this. Okay, and Gail says, "Come to Windsor."
Why not?
Okay, well, we can plan a trip. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Um, I want to say, Chuck is saying, "I'll be right there, Gail." Nice. And Shannon is saying, "Yes, Inga, I know when I am still and quiet, God will reveal things to me." Yes, you can't hear when you're speaking,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? You can't, like, if you're speaking and thinking, a lot of the time you can't hear the message that anyone is trying to give you, but including God. So Daisy is saying, yes, it's so easy for us to forget what we know when we're in the moment of diversity. We must take time to meditate. It's crucial. Yeah, so true. So, Denrich, let's talk about networking. What's your take on networking? How do you approach it?
Uh, Simply, I approach networking with a heart to help people. Whenever I'm entering a room or an event or wherever, or even speaking to people, I'm always thinking how I can add value, how I can help. It's for me, it's very simple again. Yeah, so that's my a, one take. I never go into a conversation what I will get out of it. Never. Is what I can provide. And second piece is always I look for long-term relationship. For me, nothing is short-term. If you connect with me, I'm a person. I'm looking for a journey. I'm looking for the experience. I'm looking for the long-term thing. So yeah, it's for people. Maybe networking is different, but for me, networking is as simple as building relationship with people. That's it.
I
That's
love that.
all networking is about. You can have the SOEs thing and whatever. I don't care,
Yeah.
but this is for me. Yeah.
I love that, and I will share a quote with you. That's one of the quotes that I often speak on. It's by Dr. Ivan Misner, and he
Okay.
says, "Networking is more about farming than it is about hunting. It's about
Oh,
cultivating relationships."
oh, I did not know this code, but kind of it matched. Thank you, Doctor Ivan Meisner.
Yes, yes. Um,
Yeah.
there are so many perspectives on this specific topic, but I think you're right. I think you've hit the nail on the head.
And I don't claim to be a networking expert, by the way. I'm gonna have a bit of fun. I told you, Gail, yesterday. I'm gonna have fun.
Well, the thing is, it's not about necessarily that you're an expert. We need to speak from a place of experience. And what is your experience, right? And for you, that is what works.
Yeah.
Other people do networking differently. People will know. I often speak about something that I learned from Gail. And it's not her phrase, but it's a phrase that we know about, which is called the pitch slap.
The pitch
And
slap. Okay.
pitch slap, yes, pitch slap. So
Interesting.
what a pitch slap is when you connect with someone and then immediately they afterwards the first thing that the first communication with you is a pitch in the DMs.
Ah, okay. I get it.
and
Absolutely.
and it is like a pit it is like a slap, right? Because it's one of our friends, I won't name him, but he says it's like wanting to sleep with me without even
Courting.
saying hello, without courting, without holding my hand or giving me a kiss or even asking me to marry you. Like, that's what he said. He said that's what it feels like. And a lot of people actually um respond extremely negatively to um
Yeah.
that kind of slap, right? Like, because it's in the DMs and all they're doing is like, I want to work with you, I want to give you this, I want you to. It's basically a transaction that they're trying to get, you know. And yeah, that is my favorite.
I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I actually, on a side note, somebody did that to me 2 weeks ago. And then last week, she sent me another message without like, hello, how are you? All that. It was another message about her services. And I thought, let me be like Gail always says, be curious, not judgmental.
Nice. That's cool.
So,
Yeah.
so I sent her a message and I said, um, I'm just curious, like, how does this actually, do you get results from this?
Mm.
And she responded and said, yes, actually, I
Mm.
do.
Oh, I thought it was an obvious reply.
But
Why?
the thing is, she also sent me an emoji,
Oh,
which was like a big smile.
yeah.
And I thought that was sort of tongue in cheek, but I could tell that she wasn't open to changing what she's doing. So, yeah, I didn't respond after that. I'm like, okay, whatever, knock yourself out, because that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Um, There is a factor which is called the know, like, and trust factor, and that's what we need to build on. We need to build relationships with people for them to get to know you as a person before they buy from you. Because really, right now, service providers, product providers, they're all a dime a dozen. And what is going to set you apart from somebody is your relationship with with the potential client. That is what sets you apart. It's
But
not.
Ingor, also, maybe it's just me. I don't look at them as potential clients. Uh, I always look as building relationship if I can support and help, and along the way there is a collaboration happening. Then there is a collaboration happening. Sorry, my phone is ringing. uh,
That's
you
fine.
know and yeah, sorry about that. So if there is a collaboration happening, that's fantastic. But it's the journey, it's the relationship that you're going to build along the way. And so if something happens, if it doesn't happen, it was never was. And I like to work with people
Mm,
who have the same minds, more or less. The same
similar.
frequency. There's more fun.
Mm,
Then that is fun. You enjoy, they enjoy. And when you have a lot of fun, I see there is a lot of growth as well. uh,
yes.
and there's a lot of trust level also, because any relationship without trust is not very conducive, not only personally but also when it culminates into any kind of business as well. So all other relationship are transaction. Also, I repeat, some relationship could be transaction, because in any business, there are some relation you need to go with it, but they won't last long. But you have to
Mm.
do. Yeah, but so yeah, that's what my take would be.
So you're saying if you want to build a lasting partnership with someone, it has to start with a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, people do networking like crazy. How much networking you need to do? If you have strong relationship, you build collaboration. You're working. You don't need like 100,000 people or even 1,000 people, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So I don't know. People are also doing networking. I'm going here. I'm going there, and how much people do you need to get to your top line. What is your top line? So you have X amount of people, so X is your top line. That's
Yeah.
how I think. Yep. It's more about building relationship, stronger relationship, grow it, and make big business than doing some small little business here and there. So that's I always have a growth mindset.
Mm,
I've loaned businesses in the past, and even this business, what I am doing at the moment, we're just 1.5 years, and we will hit good numbers end of this year as well.
nice. And it's about relationships.
It's about relationship, it's about your mindset, keeping it at a certain high level. I think you can't think small, got to think big. You got to
Yes.
like, just to not to praise myself for anything, very humbly I say, we've opened an office in Pakistan. I have guys at the moment in the Middle East doing the project. We are doing a few projects in Canada. We have guy in Mexico. We are discussing business with the top power plant company. I cannot name. We are also at a meeting with the CEO. It's very hard. Uh,
Wow.
so yeah. So lots is going within a year and a half. It's just because you set your bar high, your mindset is just up there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that. That's wow. Congratulations. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to hearing more good news soon.
Thank you, Inger. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me highlight one of my favorite quotes, which is an African proverb, and it says, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others."
Awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome.
And so for you, networking has impacted you in this way where, you're able to drive success within a company that you work for and also a company that you have started, which is amazing. It's so easy to give up though, right? Especially as an entrepreneur. Um, and there's always opportunity to give up. But I praise you for your resilience and your tenacity that you've built this.
Yeah,
This is
having said that, it's not easy.
no.
There are high days, there are challenging,
Yes.
absolutely challenging days. So
Yes.
so it's not people just look at one part of it, but what is behind, and nobody knows. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I just wanted to bring that point. It's
It's
so
yes, entrepreneurship is definitely not an easy road. And there are many challenges that we face as entrepreneurs, but um, those challenges help us to grow into the very best versions of ourselves. They do.
yeah, absolutely. That's powerful, Ingor. That's powerful. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see what our friends are saying in the comments. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Oh my gosh. Gail says to Chuck, I have room, so you are welcome. Party at my house. And Russ Hedge is in the house. This is the friend that I was telling you about.
Hi, Russ. Great to meet you. Ingor speaks highly of you. Oh,
This is him. He's the author of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose.
all right.
And he is amazing, an amazing connection. Russ, connect with Denrich. You two will get it along like a house on fire. He says good morning.
Good morning, Russ.
And yes, some people are saying uh, just doing some networking in the comments. Love it. And Whitney says she loves that proverb. Such a beautiful truth. Thank you, Whitney. And so does Daisy. Thank you. So, Danrich,
Yep.
how do you like? What is your approach to using LinkedIn? And I know with networking groups, you said you
Yeah.
go in there with a mindset of how you can help them. But
Yeah.
what about LinkedIn? Do you do the same thing?
Um, uh, LinkedIn, I think so. I'm part of few groups, which really has built some powerful connections, and we are collaborating as well. So, and otherwise, I think so. You have to be visible in LinkedIn. I don't want to go. You're the expert here. Just be visible. I don't post videos. I have to, but just post videos. But what I've started doing, but I stopped because I was busy. But also, I'm doing live trainings. I'm a big fan of training as well. On cybersecurity, obviously on standards. My company is very strongly focused on industry standards, so we do that. We've got some few what I've done. I told you, right? We got some leads, so that was pretty
Awesome.
powerful as well. But mostly, it is about leveraging relationships to build powerful collaborations. I'm
Yes.
using the word collaborations often because it's important. Because as
Yes.
soon as you go into the mindset of customer client relationship, I don't know how it takes, but I'm building powerful collaborations.
I love that. And I will tell you, collaboration is my word for this year.
Ah, see, like Ingor, we are talking.
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
That's,
that's
that's the word that God gave me actually. And I'm striving for that. That's, it's something that I want to always, excuse me, I want to always have that on my horizon, that I need to think about, what, like collaborating. That's what we need to do. It's you know we can always rise to the top
right.
as people, by ourselves as individuals, right?
Right.
But what's more powerful is when we take somebody else's hand and we lift them up with us.
Right. In fact, my business model is very simple. We are collaborating. I'm also collaborating with my competition. You know, and yeah,
Wow.
because it's very simple. And when I go into them, I tell them, look, you know we as a team can be powerful, but there are so many other customers and clients out there. We can't, so there are some strength which I have, there are some strength which you have. So
Yes.
in some cases, people from the same industry, are collaborating, but with the same mindset, open, transparent. How can I
Wow.
help you? How can I help you? And how can we have a win-win relationship? If
Wow.
you don't go into any relationship with a win-win approach, delivering quality, delivering integrity. I deliver integrity as well as part of my package. And what we say is what we do. And then life becomes easy. Collaboration becomes easy.
Wow. I love that. Um, I'm just looking up something that I want to share with you actually.
No worries. Go for it. I'm having a lot of fun today, Ingor, like I said yesterday.
Me too. I want to tell you, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so that you know what I like. You and the viewers know exactly what I'm saying. Um, so you see this?
800 million users. Wow,
LinkedIn has more than 800 million users.
that's powerful.
What's even more powerful is this.
Oh, yeah.
Only 1% of that 800 million shares content. So if you share content on LinkedIn, you stand out. And I'm saying this because I'm tying it into what you said about being visible, right? If you as an individual and as a company, you share content, you will stand out.
Right.
And it's important to share content because of that. And Shri will be able to tell you the stats pertaining to video. But sharing video is also important because what it does is, if you think about it like this, sharing a regular post, it's flat. It's like a two-dimensional object, right? But when you have video, yes, it's flat on your screen, but what it does is it injects a characteristic of 3D because it allows people to see your face, to see who you are, and it allows you to convey not just your message but your feelings and your emotions too. So those people actually get to see you as a person, not just somebody that's spewing things, that's sharing different things, that's telling them something, right? It tells them that you are a human being too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the next time I do a video challenge, come with us, Denrich.
Yeah, I do my best. Yeah, it's a bit hard for me, Ingor. I told you before.
Yes, I know.
Conversations like this, I'm kind of
Yeah.
comfortable because I decided to have a lot of fun today. Yeah,
Yes.
it's about the mindset. Whenever
Yes.
I'm going into something, I switch. I've got to do this. So today I'm in a fun mode and I want to have fun. But video, I'm like alone and yeah.
I get it. I get it. So remember I told you so I've been actually experiencing challenges with a video challenge. And people that are watching, whether you're watching live or the replay and you've watched my show before,
Yeah, sure.
you obviously don't think that I am uncomfortable with video. You probably think that I'm lying when I play that my intro video where you see I say I hate video. Well, one thing that you have to realize is we are our biggest critics,
That's
right? And so for me, the challenge that I have with video is when I'm on video, I'm constantly assessing, but it's not a choice. That's how my brain works. I'm constantly assessing myself. And I don't always like the way I look, the way I sound, whatever. Whatever it is, but there's always something. And with recorded video, I have been extremely I've been extremely just challenged by it because of my perfectionism. And I'm going to take you back to what you said, Denrich, which is we need to simplify things because we as humans overcomplicate things, right?
absolutely.
And like Gail said earlier, when it comes to video, that's what we need to do. We need to simplify and not overthink. Um, and just try to, when people see us as our real selves, on this show, I have laughed, I have cried. People have seen me cry on my show.
Oh,
Like that is something huge. I'm not sure if you guys realize that, but I'm not a person that likes to cry in front of anyone. Um, and I would, if you had spoken to me about this a year ago, I would have been like, nope, that's not happening. But when it comes to sharing who you are,
mm,
you're a human being. You have emotions. You have challenges every day, and when you share all, and I'm not saying let everything hang out, people. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying just show up authentically. Um, and you'll see your connection, your relationships that you build from that will be so much deeper because it's not superficial anymore, right?
absolutely. No, so true. So true, Ingo.
Yes. Okay, oh, Gail says collaborating with competition. That is a great tip, Denrich. Yes.
Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that again.
Yes, that is so true. Daisy also says, yes, I also am collaborating with my competition, Denrich. I
Why
mean,
not?
why not?
Absolutely.
Yes. Russ says he loves that African proverb. And he says, good morning to you, Denrich. And he
Good
says, it's
morning, Russ.
Friday and it is an amazing day. It's an
It's
amazing day to have an amazing day, Russ.
Yeah, it is an amazing fun-filled day. Let me add that. It's a
Yes.
Friday.
Yes. Why not? That's why I love doing my show on Fridays.
Yeah,
Um, and Daisy says it's a new day full of new opportunities. So, yes, thank you, Denrich. Like, I love being able to just highlight you and, for you to share your perspective on things because, um, it's funny. When I started this show, it was supposed to be about inspiration, and
mhm,
I was going to focus on the different pillars that are part of who I am. Well, I chose Ubuntu, which ties into networking, and it seems like I have a networking show, because the thing with this topic is it's with everyone that comes on the show, they have a different perspective, they have a different approach. So that's what I love about it because like this topic can go on and on and on. And I love being able to hear about your approach and what you do, because we're all so very different, but we're all human beings.
absolutely.
So, do you have any final thoughts for our audience?
Final thought is it's a Friday. Have fun, enjoy with the family, and let's keep smiling. Let's keep laughing and keep it simple. That's all I have for today.
Oh my gosh. Um, have you heard of keep it short and sweet?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you say keep it simple. That's your most important message for today, right?
Yeah. And have fun. Be crazy.
Oh my
I,
God.
I will, sorry, I'll rub that to you, Ingor. I'll make you a bit crazy.
Oh my
Be
gosh.
crazy.
Yeah, be crazy. Oh my word. I sometimes um there are sometimes thoughts about being crazy that pop into my head and then I'm like, no.
Flow, flow. Let
Flow. Okay.
you flow. That's
Well, thank you,
Friday.
Denrich. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna send you to the green room while I wrap up.
Okay.
Please wait for me there, and I'll be with you shortly.
I promise not to run away. And thank you, everybody. I'm very happy. The engagement was great. Thank you very much, all of you, all. Gail, Russ, Rob, and I cannot name everybody, but I had a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, it was amazing. Thank you, Denrich. I'll be with you shortly. And thank you to you for being here. And if you're still watching, know that I appreciate you. And I love spending my Friday mornings with you. So I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead. And we'll see you soon for next episode of Inspiration from Inga. And if you would like to connect with me on other platforms, please know that I will just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. You can connect with me on Instagram. I am We Got This Admin. LinkedIn, Ingor van Roy. Twitter, I'm as Twitter and Clubhouse. I'm on as Ingy V. And YouTube is Inspiration from Inga. I appreciate you and I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend ahead. Be blessed, everyone. And see you next time for another episode of Inspiration from Inga. Take care now. I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here?